Never want to build a game up too high because if you say, hey guys, you need to do this against LSU, you can do it against anyone, and if you don't say that against Bowling Green, then I feel like your opponents, your players start to go up and down. And my approach has always been to say to our players, let's play at the same level from Norfolk State to Marshall to Bowling Green. I mean, people should be able to put our game on and not see any noticeable difference at all in our play speed and our aggressiveness on the outside and in our consistency in catching the football. And so when our guys understand that if we play at a West Virginia tempo and standard, for week in and week out, then we'll be in a position where we're winning championships here.
Why was Tavon having trouble catching the ball, getting to the ball to catch it?
Playmakers sometimes are caught trying to do too much. And like I said earlier, no one felt worse about ball hits him in the head, goes into the hands of a defender, especially with a game where it was close at times. But he understands he has to be more of a consistent player, and that's going to come with time. I like what he's doing. He understands that he has a long way to go, and we're working towards making him more consistent.
You guys want to get the ball in Tavon's hands as much as you can on punts. I mean, especially where he's got some space. Was it just what the kicker did, or?
I give credit to the kicker. I mean, that punter, he did a great job against us. There are some balls that we should have caught. Tavon's got to catch some of those balls, and he understands, I think, that some of those balls had to be fielded because we put our offense in a very bad position. Both, and that's on me as a coach. I coach punt return and kickoff return, and our starting field position was absolutely abysmal. That comes back to me in designing schemes that'll work, and then also in coaching my guys up to know when to catch the ball and when not to. And I obviously didn't do my job last week because we put the offense in a bad position. So we're gonna, we started working today. Actually, we started working on Sunday, getting those mistakes corrected, and that's something that, as a coach that works on both return units, we can't have that type of effort.
Yeah, all the guys are doing well in practice, but again, practice is different than the game. So, again, I wish one guy would just be consistent and step out and, continue to make plays all the time. So, but all those guys are working hard in practice. And like I said at the beginning of the camp, it really doesn't matter who goes out first. I mean, the starter doesn't matter. If the guy that starts out first isn't making plays and the next guy gets in and he starts to make plays, he'll stay in.
So ideally, though, you would like to get to a point where it's one main guy and not the
I think we're probably a year away from that. I mean, all those guys are young. I mean, that's all those guys' fourth college game. So they're all on the same level. Hopefully we'll see if Dustin can continue making plays and working hard in practice and see if he can carry over. But all those guys are going to play this year.
Took a giant step forward.
Well, I think they just got better. They prepared. They worked hard in practice. I mean, there's really no secrets to playing good. I mean, you got to prepare, to the best of your ability. You got to go out there. You got to believe in what you're doing, believe in what we're doing, and go play confidently. And that's what they did.
You're playing LSU and you throw the ball 65 times and have no sacks. I mean, that's impossible.
Well, it happened, but I think there's a lot of things that people don't understand what is involved in pass protection. There's so many things. I mean, Gino got hit 3 times that he shouldn't have. He got hit pretty hard, but he got rid of the ball. So those could have very easily been sacks, but he was good enough to get rid of the ball. When they blitzed, our receivers ran hot. He could get rid of the ball. So there's some, and our backs blocked really well. So and obviously the line did a good job too. But there's a lot more that goes into pass protection than just the offensive line.
So do they take a giant step forward, or is this kind of just people paying attention to the quality of the opponent?
They've been getting better every week. Since the first game to this game, they've gotten better every week. And everybody makes a big deal out of your opponent, and they're this and they're that. But and that's what we stress. It doesn't matter who we're playing. As long we're good enough that if we prepare the right way and we go play how we're supposed to and practice how we're supposed to, then we'll be fine.